Federal government 90% ready to unbundle NIPOST, says Minister. 100 Oyo teachers begin 12 months training at U.S. consulate. Taiwan rolls out homegrown vaccine amid criticism. And in the world of sports, the Tigers ranked 7th in AfroBasket Power Ranking. And now the news in details. The Federal Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy has said that it is 90% ready to unbundle the Nigerian Postal Services NIPOST. It said that the agencies, which is more than 2,000 property nationwide, would be deployed to money-spinning ventures. The minister, Dr. Issa Pantami, told newsmen in its special interview program that property and development logistics, courier, and a microfinance company were among the forthcoming ventures. Pantami said that NIPOST had over 2,300 properties scattered across the country, with most of them decapitated and underutilized. According to him, some of the property has been there for over 30 years without proper utilization, adding that the wisdom is to establish some companies like Property and Development Company that will work under NIPOST. The minister said that the property enterprise would develop the dilapidated property with some in partnership with the government so that it would be able to put them into good use and generate something. He also said that unbundling NIPOST had reached advanced stages with almost 90% work done, while he noted that NIPOST unbundling would lead to increased employment and revenue generation for the government. The president of Umuaro Development Association, ODA, Major General Olayemi Abidore, retired, has confirmed the release of an unnamed citizen who was kidnapped on Wednesday near Rore, Irepodo local government area of Kwara State. Major General Abidore said in a statement issued by the association spokesman, Olayinka Owolewa, that no ransom was paid for his freedom. The retired military personnel thanked members of the community for the show of solidarity, cooperation, and prayers towards a peaceful environment in Umuaro. The ODA president thanked the women of Umuaro for their 3-day prayers, describing them as warriors and great mothers of the country. Abidore commended the Olomo of Umuaro, Oba Abdurrahim Adeoti, and his council members for their support over the incident. He then called on members of the community to be vigilant and conscious of their environment, while he advised them to notify security operatives inciting any strange person or group of persons. No fewer than 100 teachers selected from public and primary schools in Oyo have begun a 12-month professional capacity building workshop facilitated by the United States Consulate General in Lagos. The capacity development training, which is in series and tagged Ibadodun. According to organizers, seek to introduce the participating teachers to fun, creative, and interactive teaching methods that enhance educational outcomes, such as improved numeracy, literacy, and school attendance. The series of workshops will integrate a variety of hands on activities that provide the teachers a deeper understanding of new approaches of using arts to improve classroom instruction and students' learning. Acting Consul General Belly lauded the effort of alumni of United States Government Exchange Program for supporting the project by serving as mentors and trainers during the 12-month-long project. Speaking on the initiative, the Chief Executive Officer, CEO 1 Million Teachers, Akim Subair, said the effort is to equip the teachers to do better on their jobs and make learning fun for the students. You're still listening to the news at 10 on T-Solid Radio. Still to come is the foreign and sports news. Do remember that you can download our app T-Solid on Play Store. Log on to www.tsolid.tv. You can as well follow us on our social media platforms or at T-Solid Radio TV. And now to some foreign stories. Taiwan has begun administering its first domestically developed COVID-19 vaccine amid criticism that its approval was rushed. The island's health ministry authorized emergency use of Medigen vaccine last month, although clinical trials are yet to be completed. President Tsai Ing-wen led the way in receiving the Medigen jab today. At the time of its approval, the vaccine made by Medigen Vaccine Biologics Corp has yet to complete phase 3 trials, but was granted emergency approval by regulators. The company said there was no major safety concerns, and studies showed that antibodies created were no worse than those created by AstraZeneca vaccine. It's expected to complete the final round of trials being held in Paraguay later this year. Medigen, whose Chinese name means high-end, is recombinant protein vaccine similar to the vaccine developed by Novavax. Novavax jab shows 89% efficacy in the UK. Kenya has received 880,000 doses of COVID-19 Moderna vaccine from the United States to boost its vaccination program. The vaccines arrived at the country's main airports today, while the government plans to vaccinate 10 million people by the end of this year and 26 million by the end of next year. According to the Health Ministry, already 2.9% of the entire adult population has been vaccinated. The Monday consignment is part of the 1.7 million doses of vaccines promised by the United States to Kenya and will be delivered through the Gavi COVAX program. Kenya has so far received almost 3 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine, where about 780,374 people have so far received 2 doses of AstraZeneca jab. Still on the foreign scene, President Joe Biden has said efforts to evacuate people from Kabul airport are accelerating, with United States troops expanding the perimeter around the site. Many thousands of Afghans have been queuing at the gates in desperate attempts to flee the country after the Taliban swept to power on August 15th. Mr. Biden on Sunday said that the United States had flown nearly 28,000 people out of the airport in the past week, and he faces pressure to extend the deadline for evacuations beyond August 1st. The president said that the discussions were taking place with leaders of other countries about pushing back the deadline. However, United Kingdom Armed Forces Minister James Hepe said that the Taliban were cooperating and marshalling people into queues at Ahmed Kazai International Airport, making the process faster for those hoping to leave. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Defense MOD said last Sunday that the United Kingdom has evacuated 5,725 people since August 13th, while the United Kingdom has more than 1,000 armed forces personnel still deployed in Kabul. A second member of an anti-corruption organization in the Democratic Republic of Congo has been arrested after it made accusations against the president's wife. The organization's Lutte pour le Changement Lucha alleged that a foundation run by Denis Tshisekedi had diverted aid meant for victims of a volcanic eruption, which the foundation denied the allegation. Ghislaine Muhiwa was arrested at his home in the eastern city of Goma, as his colleague Parfait Mohani was arrested in July over the same incident and is awaiting trial before a military court. And finally, this morning in the exciting world of sports, Nigeria has been ranked number 7 in the FIBA Power Rankings for 2021 AfroBasket, scheduled to hold from August 24th to September 5th in Kigali, the Rwanda capital. The Power Rankings, which are different from the FIBA World Ranking presented by Nike, are based on recent performances of the 16 teams that will battle in Kigali. Power rankings are determined by dividing the sum of all winning points, tie points, schedule points, and bonus points by the number of games played. Although Nigeria are ranked number 1 in Africa according to the latest FIBA Nike rankings released early this month, their inability to attend the competition with the stars they took to the Olympics has adversely affected their chances on the ranking table. However, the chances of number 1 team in Africa winning their second AfroBasket since 2015 now being questioned. Tunisia, winners of the 2017 edition, are ranked number 1, while Senegal is ranked second in the power rankings. Egypt and Ivory Coast are the other teams who complete the top 5. Quadri Aruna and Funke Oshonaike will lead Nigeria's 12-member team to the 2021 African Senior Championships in Yaoundé, Cameroon, November 1st to 7th. The Nigeria Table Tennis Federation announced the list in a statement that was made available to newsmen on Sunday. The team has 6 male players and 6 female players. In the team is Quadri Olajide Omotayo, Bode Abiodun, Aziz Sholanke, Taiwo Mati, and national cadet champion Samuel Boboye. Aside from Oshonaike, who featured in a record 7th Olympics, are Ofiong Adam, national champion Fatima Bello, and national under-21 champion Bukola Ajayi. Also in the team are Lagos State champion Bose Odusoya, who will be making a national debut, and Cecilia Otu Akpan, who returns after a 2-year absence. Caretaker Committee of NTTF Ishaku Tikon said the inclusion of young players in the team became necessary following the possible exit of some older players in the teams in no distant time. And with that, we've come to the end of the news. Here is a recap of the major headlines. Federal government 90% ready to unbundle NIPOS, says minister. 100 Oyo State teachers begin 12-month training at United States Consulate. Taiwan rolls out homegrown vaccine amid criticism. And in the world of sports, you heard the Tigers ranked 7th in AfroBasket Power Rankings. To ensure to go by all precautionary measures to stay safe from COVID-19 as recommended by the WHO and NCDC. Do remember that you can download our app T-Solid on Play Store or log on to www.tsolid.tv. You can as well follow us on our social media platforms or at T-Solid Radio TV. The news was compiled and edited by Akachi Chijioke. I am Mobola Badekale. Good morning and thank you for listening.